Hi, Victor.
Hi, Borja. How are
you?
Good. Thanks, and you?
Good, really good. Yeah. I think the main challenges that are facing the utilities in our region, Southwest Europe, are related with topics like climate changing, a hard strength on water resources management, and also how can be able to manage all this in an efficient and resilient way of doing the things. Yeah, I think that's my opinion about that.
Yeah, agreed. And I think the utilities have to do more with less resources, less budget, and more because they have to face the challenges that you mentioned.
Yeah, and I think it's a path they have to run because it's a yes or yes. I mean, you cannot choose not going in this path because I think it's the future of all the utilities in this sector.
Yeah, exactly. So efficiency is not an option; it's mandatory now.
Yeah.
Well, digital transformation for utilities, I think it can help them on both sides. First, it can help them on facing the challenges that you mentioned, like flood forecasting, droughts, water resources, security, and so on. And on another side, it can help them to really gather and value the data they have already, because they have a lot of sensors, a lot of data, but now they are facing the challenge to manage this data and to value it the maximum.
Yeah, I agree, because in fact here in Spain we say that the utilities has a lot of data, but all in silos, and they don't have information, valuable information. I think it's a good way to get these digital transformations, to extract all value of all the data coming from different silos, breaking the silos, and also having a really good democratic way of sharing this information with all the departments and with other organizations. Yeah, I think many utilities are becoming or are beginning to walk this path, and we have a lot of systems, a lot of different ways of doing this. But I think it's really important to have a holistic view of this. I mean, it's important to have many sensors, but you have to choose good these sensors, and later to have a good platform, a good software who can interact with different sensors, with different data sources to make good data, to make valuable data coming from this.
Yeah, exactly. And for the comparison on the tsunami, I think the tsunami has came for decades, because the utility have sensors and data for a lot of years already. But I think the digital tsunami is already here, and now the integrated solution can just help them to manage better to how to manage the tsunami and to surf the wave, let's say.
Yeah, and also it's increasingly, I mean, like many years ago, we didn't have like smart meters. Now we have readings every hour, or instead of having readings daily or monthly. Then it's huge amount of data, and I agree absolutely with you with that.
The utilities can ensure a successful data transition on several points. I think first the main point is that it has to come from a strategic approach. So that really needs to involve the head of the utilities, because an integrated solutions will change the organization, the full organization. So it will involve all the employees, and this has to be really defined from the top organization.
Yeah, I agree. And this strategic plan, or this strategic point of view of this, I think it must be done knowing in advance the exactly and specific goals of the different departments, and also the goals for the whole organization. I also would like to say that it will be important to choose a correct and the right hardware to install, because years ago many companies buy hardware without thinking of extracting data and extracting really good information about them. But now I think you have to choose the right communication protocol, the right hardware, the right IoT devices and sensors to be able to extract really good data to then transform and analyze it.
Yeah, I totally agree. And before you were talking about the silos, and that's exactly the case. We meet utilities that acquired softwares, but not thinking with a holistic view. And what we see is that now they have a lot of silos of information, and they are struggling with data management instead of struggling against flooding management, water supply, and so on. They are on another topic. It's data management.
Yeah, and to end and to summarizing, also, you have said that it's important to involve the head of the departments and the head of the general positions of the different departments. But also, I think you have to involve absolutely all the employees, because well, you can give them training, and you can say to them that they have to have like really good innovative culture in the business and in the company to achieve the goals that the software is going to give you. I think the data integration open up a new way to communicate also, because we have talked about silos, we have talked about democratic sharing of the information, but I think we have to point the customer. I think that data integrations also allows us to put the customer on the center, okay? To be able to attack the customer, like attack in a good way, with more valuable data, with more specific data, with more detailed data for each customer, each type of customer, each type of company, etc.
Yeah, agreed, exactly. And there is also a main topic is that data integration help utility to do cross-data analysis. For example, for non-revenue water, you need data from acoustic sensors, SCADA, meter, custom meters, and so on. And this data is coming every hour and sometimes every minute. So you need to do cross-data analysis to a very high frequency. And this is not possible with siloed technologies and even by human beings. So they really need tools that are not replacing them, but just helping them to do such analysis of amount of data from different softwares to reach a goal, which is, for example, improve network efficiency.
Yeah, true. And also, for example, terms as making predictive analysis of the assets, of the networks, I think it's another path that the integrations has opened up. Yeah.
Exactly. So data integration opens a path to solve new issues, new problems that are coming with climate change that were not the case in maybe two decades ago, but now they have to solve these issues, and this has to be done efficiently.
I think it's the perfect match, the perfect partnership, because I think from Xylem we can import all the knowledge and all over the world in water systems, water pumpings, water equipment, and the way of managing all these equipments. And from Idrica, we can have the knowledge and the know-how of how we're using this data inside a utility, not just like creating a software, but also like make valuable data coming from the different data sources and in a proof utility as we are a spin-off of Global Omnium. I think Idrica gives that to the project in common we have.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think the partnership between Idrica and Xylem brings a lot of value to the customers because Xylem is a worldwide leader in the water sectors, and there is more or less 22,000 employees that are working daily with the customers. So there is a lot of proximity with the customers, and Idrica is bringing the innovative solutions, the integrated solutions with software expertise, IT expertise, AI, and so on. So both of the companies are really completing each other, and then the utilities can really enjoy the expertise of both sides, equipment, sensors, and also softwares. So I think this is a perfect match, as you say.
Yeah, and I think we cover all the cycle of the water cycle, coming from the hardware. You are really a specialist in hardware, and the software part, where we have developed, I think, a really good tool for managing all this. And I think the market is adapting really well to this, because we are receiving the first projects, relevant projects in Europe, out of Europe also. And I think it's a perfect partnership for the coming years. I am really excited about it.
I think Xylem Vue powered by GoAigua can help utilities on many topics. First, I think combining both approaches, so the expertise in hardware and expertise in software, can really help them to manage the data from data production to the full management of the holistic view on the water or wastewater utility. So that's really the good matching between both companies.
Yeah, and I think going to a more generic thinking, my opinion is that Xylem Vue is a software who has to be the daily software of a water utility to become more resilient, more efficient, to organize better their workforce, human resources, etc. And finally, to be a better and more sustainable company all over the years.
Yeah, and what's really exciting is that before the partnership in Xylem, we used to propose some solutions, smart solution, for example, for wastewater treatment or for wastewater network optimization, but it was on a really specific topic. Now these solutions are being integrated into the holistic platform, so the user can start with one solutions, but can then take another solutions and progressively adapt their holistic solutions to their systems and to their challenges.
Yeah, it's really important to be adaptable, and we have different modules, and you can play with them to get a better and more perfect solution for each customer. Yeah.
Yeah.